But often that's the case with technology. We can't predict exactly when things are going to happen, but there's that tipping point when suddenly, something goes viral and takes over people's imaginations. My name is EitelPorter. I'm the global lead for responsible AI at Accenture. I think probably the convergence of two influences which are really raising responsible AI up on the agenda. And the first is the regulatory one. So the fact that the EU has got its draft AI Act, which has captured imagination and is really focusing not just people in the EU, but also companies and governments globally to recognize the importance of potentially regulation or guidance, at least some sort of control framework for AI. And then at the same time, obviously the attention on ChatGPT, which has at the same time raised people's awareness of the potential of AI, but also its potential dangers and limitations. And I think those two factors coming together have really given a boost to our profession, if you call it that, about responsible AI, and are really helping us to engage in conversations. Well, the EU AI Act has been, discussed for several years, so that's not new in a sense, but it's now reaching the culmination of those discussions and will probably get enacted this year. So that's definitely, a timeline that's focusing people's attention. ChatGPT, I think it's one of those stochastic moments in time, was hard to predict. I don't think OpenAI expected ChatGPT to be the amazing, success or capture so much imagination when it came. But often that's the case with technology. We can't predict exactly when things are going to happen, but there's that tipping point when suddenly, something goes viral and takes over people's imaginations. I think there's a big difference to the conversations that I have today versus, let's say, 5, 6, 7 years ago. When I first started talking with organizations about responsible AI, the concept wasn't really known. You had to really explain it and do quite a lot of convincing before organizations would really have a serious conversation with you. Now that's completely changed. So when you go in and talk to senior leaders in organizations, they're definitely aware of the issue. If you take something like the Business Roundtable of North America, they set out a set of responsible AI principles about a year ago, actually. And the CEOs who are members of that organization essentially said, yes, we believe this is a CEO level imperative. We need to take this seriously. So I think there's been a sea change over the last kind of 12, 18 months where awareness has grown dramatically and where senior business leaders are saying, actually, we do need to do something about this. At the same time, they're only reasonably early on the journey. So we did a survey published a survey last year from 850 senior leaders globally, and 97% said that they felt their businesses would be affected by regulation of AI and by the responsibilities that come with AI, but only 6% said that they thought their organization was fully ready in terms of having a responsible AI kind of foundation implemented and across the organization. So there's still a long way to go, but my optimism comes from the fact that people recognize that it's a journey they have to go on.